after Saturday was a washout, why not settle in, get ready for a double dip? And Orioles magic was full force in game number 1. Now the giveaway and Sam Bam in the lineup at Camden Yards in downtown Baltimore, Maryland. The series will wrap up the 3-game set with the Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles. Trevor Rogers making his 9th start of the season.
If you can just navigate any way through the first couple of innings and stack a couple of zeros on the scoreboard, I think the confidence begins to go back up and he will be off and rolling again.
Take a look at A.J. Hinch and the visiting Tigers, who are in a tailspin, literally. They've dropped 16 out of the last 18 games, including a heartbreaker earlier today to hand them their 8th consecutive loss.
Matt Vierling in the leadoff spot.
Line drive, left field, base hit. Good start for the Tigers as Matt Vierling comes up with a base knock to lead things off, and that's his 4th hit of the doubleheader.
Look at the righties. You always look at Kevin McGonigal and Riley Green, but the righties are the ones who are doing damage against Trevor Rogers. Ground ball softly to first. Alonso to Henderson. They're not going to double up Kevin McGonigal on that ball.
Yep, ground ball over to Alonso, and he kind of has to get around Matt Vierling. Matt Vierling, as we always say, is up in that grass. McGonigal's too fast to double him up.
Dylan Dingler has still been giving the Tigers good at bats, but he hasn't found a ton of success lately. 0 for 8 in the series with a walk. Pitch is hit in the air, well struck, left field. Taylor Ward going back. He's at the warning track. He leaps up at the wall, and that ball is gone. Touch them all. Dylan Dingler with his 10th of the year. Jumps all over that cutter down and in, and he gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead here in the first inning.
Yeah, it's so interesting when you do the homework on Trevor Rogers. You see he gets hurt on pitches that are in the zone down, and that pitch was a cutter right at the bottom rail, did not cut near far enough. He wanted that further in. Dylan Dingler drops the barrel on it and hammers that ball over the wall. What a good swing by Dylan Dingler.
Corey Melton makes his first start of 2026. Suffered the elbow strain early in spring, and it was a little long road back.
Yeah, a little scary when you found out about that. He's also making his first appearance against the Orioles. Made 4 starts on his rehab, maxing out at 5 innings and 64 pitches. Troy's got 6 pitches, the 4-seam, slider, cutter, sinker, split, and curveball. And that fastball last year averaged 97 miles an hour.
Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Dylan Dingler hit a home run for Detroit. Now Pete Alonso leading off the second.
Shot to third. Look at the glove work for Kevin McGonigal. Man, just stuck the glove out. That was a scorcher.
A little bit of movement on that sinker. Kevin just keeps that glove right down, waits for that hop to land right in there.
Here's your man of the hour, Samuel Basallo.
Big Sam
Came off the bench to pinch hit in the opener today after going hitless on Friday night. He's been red hot.
Line drive base hit center field. Basallo off to a good start on his bobblehead day.
Boy, he laced that ball, didn't he? Right over the bag at second. And Basallo's been doing a lot of that. He's actually got the 5th best OPS of anybody in the American League this very merry month of May for him.
Basallo in a scoring position with 2 down.
And listen to the hand here for Colton Cowser.
Mooing, not booing. They do appreciate the milkman who delivered in walk-off style in the opener.
Strike 3, and he's going to challenge it. Immediately tap the cap.
Called a strike, and the batter is challenging.
That's a true overturn right there. It's not just flipping it from, say, 1-2 in the count to 2-1. You just turned an inning-ending strikeout into a walk, and now the go-ahead man's at the plate.
2 on, 2 outs for Blaze Alexander. There's what a catch by Kevin McGonigal. Wow! And McGonigal just saved a couple of runs with a well-timed leap. Wow.
All right, so since after the 2-run home run by Dylan Dingler, that's 6 in a row retired.
Yeah, he's trying to get the ball, and that's what made Trevor Rogers so good last year. He was able to command and just own the inside part of the plate to the right-handed hitters. So far tonight, struggling, but still getting some outs now.
And here is McGonigal, was just ripping it all through April. He's been having a down month of May.
Serve shallow into left, going back. Henderson!
Oh, my goodness.
What a rangy play by Gunnar Henderson.
The boy covers more ground than kudzu. I'm going to tell you, he even took a peek out in left field just to make sure he was okay, running hard, and still snags it. And Trevor Rogers, you know he appreciates that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dan, you mentioned before Troy Melton had that elbow strain in college. That's also around the same time he picked up a breathing exercise that he actually just did here in the dugout. And what he calls it is getting to neutral. But basically what it entails is accepting the reality of a situation without the emotion playing a factor. And the great example, he just came off the field after that second, kind of shaking his head. Kevin did make the great catch, but wasn't happy that he gave up the hard contact. He comes back to the dugout, the deep breaths, he gets back to neutral.
The 0-2 is a swinging strike three. Climbed the ladder, got him to chase a high fastball at 97. Troy Melton, his first strikeout of the day, and he quickly dispatches of the Orioles here in the third.
Another walk to Rutschman. He walked a couple of times earlier this afternoon. This is his third free pass of the day.
And the first time today the Orioles have gotten the leadoff guy of Andy on. And it's big, right in front of the polar bear.
Alonso rolls it right back up the box, a base hit.
Love that. Look at Rutschman.
How about Rutschman turning the corner around second and motoring to third?
That is huge right there. Really good read by Rutschman off the second base, and he could tell the center fielder Verling was just kind of hanging back a little bit. So Rutschman goes first to third, and here come the Birds now. Runners on first and third, nobody out here in the fourth inning.
Rutschman does it. The Big Boppers get the first two on. Rutschman, Alonso now to Basayo, straightaway center field. This should get Rutschman in. Catch made by Verling, throw to second, chugging down the line is Adley Rutschman. And the Orioles are on the board with Samuel Basayo, sacrifice fly.
And how important is it going first to third? That's why it's so important. Samuel Basayo looking to pick up an RBI, and he does, and the Orioles cut the lead in half here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Torque draws a leadoff walk. Need traffic on the base paths against Trevor Rogers. So what is Wenzel Perez's job here? Leave the game in a better situation for that guy behind you, however you can do that. Shot into left field. Wenzel Perez leave the game in a better situation for the guy behind it. Go. Bases are loaded, one out, and this becomes the big moment. Get all three runners home by the end of the inning.
That's popped up on the diamond. Wow. Basayo, Alonso streaking after it.
Yes.
He's got it.
That is such a big pitch and a huge out for Trevor Rogers. Bases loaded, only one out, and he got all up in the kitchen.
Manigault came into the doubleheader hitting over 270. Not a lot of power, but 270, drawing some walks against lefties. Line drive, base hit into center. Torkelson in, Perez behind him. Zach Short will stop at third. 2 out, 2-run single. What a big hit for Kevin McGonigal, left on left. 4-1 Tigers in the fifth.
He had to come in. He had to throw a good pitch. Kevin McGonigal was just sitting there waiting for it, shot it right back up the middle. Huge 2-out hit.
A tough finish to the outing for Trevor Rogers, in some ways better, but in the end, he leaves down 3 runs.
This is the best case scenario for the Tigers and Troy Melton pitching into the 6th inning. So another up for Troy Melton with a low pitch count. Average pitch count through 5 would be around 80. Fastball still playing.
Guessing they have the lefty Holton ready to go for Basayo if he were to come to the plate in this inning.
That will be the end of the day for Troy Melton. This has been a very successful.
Yeah, look at the reaction from A.J. Hinch, clapping him, patting him on the back. Nice going, young man. That's exactly what we needed.
Tyler Holton against Samuel Basayo.
Got him. Swinging strike three, another sweeper. Big time punch out there. And the Tigers get through the meat of the Orioles lineup. Back-to-back 2-out singles for the Tigers. See if they can keep the train rolling here with Wenzel Perez.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs.
In the air to left field, Ward in his tracks, now backs up a little bit. He has it in range and he makes the catch. Out number 3. And that ends the top of the 8th. And the Tigers strand 2 more. 3 scoreless for Albert Suarez. 4-1 Tigers.
Going to the bottom of the 9th inning, Drew Anderson has a 3-inning save from earlier this year in a 6-1 game. Trying to close this one out for his 2nd career save.
All right, only the 2nd time tonight. Leadoff guy is reached. The last time leadoff guy reached, that was way back in the 4th inning.
Ball 4. Back-to-back walks to begin the bottom of the 9th. 1st and 2nd with nobody out, and now the pitching coach, Chris Fetter, out to the mound.
Potential tying run, steps to the plate. Got him with a fastball up. Riding up and away. Tavares strikes out. Big first out here in the 9th. Tyler O'Neill now. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup.
Sped him up with the fastball and then dropped that really good kick change.
2 outs now. And Blaze Alexander will come up as the tying run.
Got him! Swinging strike 3 to end the ball game. Drew Anderson walks the first 2 men in the 9th inning and then promptly strikes out the side. And the Tigers snap the 8-game losing skid with a 4-1 final over the Baltimore Orioles. That's a good win.